We're into the final week of the Vuelta and Primož Roglič has Ben O'Connor in his sights. The three-time Vuelta winner would have been within a minute of the red jersey, but a 20-second penalty on stage 15 means he still has work to do. But stage 16 holds good memories for Roglič. He won at Lagos de Covadonga en route to overall victory in 2021.
Definitely will not be easy. It's a hard climb, can happen, or the race can completely explode there. Yes, that probably I can expect. So yeah, will be just tough. Then all the way going to the last climb. The last climb, Lago by itself, hard one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes now after a rest day.
When Roglič won the stage here 3 years ago, Sepp Kuss finished second to the man who was then his teammate. It was a day that left its mark on the American, who still hopes to make an impact on this year's race.
I remember a lot of rain and yeah, really hard stage. A lot of attacking from a ways out. Yeah, I think just do my best race and see what's possible. Yeah, the day after a rest day is always interesting, but yeah, I feel good, feel recovered, so that's already a good sign.
The testing stage is another opportunity for aggressive riding. Jay Vine's King of the Mountains hopes could depend on how he handles the day.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do, but I mean the main goal for the comeback would be to win a stage. That'd be pretty incredible.
How do you see that possible today?
I mean, getting the breakaway and then hope the GC group doesn't control. That's really how it goes for today.
So it's up to the stunning glacial lakes that the peloton will climb to start the third and final week. It's the 20th time in the last 40 years they've done so, but it doesn't get any easier. 180 kilometers in total with two significant climbs, the Mirador del Fito and the Collada de Llimona, before the final ascent of 12 kilometers at virtually 7% gradient. It's a good thing they had a rest day to prepare for it.
Salida real de Aert et real start.
Oh, there's a crash, and there's World One Aert in the crash.
Stage 16 starting with a bang, quite literally for Van Aert. Don't worry though, we'll see a lot more of him on a day when a breakaway was on the cards. UAE's Marc Soler took his chance after just 26 kilometers, but couldn't make it stick. 10 minutes later, he had help, and no fewer than 17 riders broke clear. With Israel Premier Tech's Matthew Riccitello the best placed among them at more than an hour from the red jersey, the breakaway looked destined to stay clear of the peloton, and they soon built a lead of more than 5 minutes. 50 kilometers into the stage, and that gap was even up to 6 minutes 30. Despite that early mishap, Van Aert was up there, along with a heavyweight UAE trio of Vine, Soler and Del Toro Romero. Marco Frigo and Max Poole, who'd stood out on recent stages, were in the lead group too. With the first real test of the day approaching, the immediate battle was for points, with a number of riders in the hunt for the King of the Mountains jersey. That meant Van Aert had to duel it out on his own with Vine and Soler.
He's got that immediate acceleration, Wout van Aert. Even with Vine trying to challenge, it's not going to be a runaway for these 10 points at the top of the Mirador del Fito.
2 hours in the saddle, and the riders were cruising at a healthy average of 42 kilometers an hour. Van Aert's burst up the Mirador del Fito played a central part in that, and the Team Visma Lisa bike rider maintained his rhythm. The green jersey and King of the Mountains leader headed into the final 100 kilometers with a lead that would extend to more than a minute, before he then stepped off the gas and allowed the chasing group to get back in touch. Perhaps he just wanted company on the Collada de Llimona, his second grueling climb of the day. 9 minutes back at the front of the peloton, the GC contenders started to size each other up. All the teams with men in the hunt for the race win were there, including the Decathlon AG2R of the red jersey. At the back of the peloton, however, the pace wasn't quite as high.
And here goes Enric Mas with 57.6 kilometers to go. He's tried to make a move here on the Collada Llimona.
No sooner was Mas reeled in than Mikel Landa stepped on the gas to splinter the peloton. Decathlon AG2R's Valentin Paré-Pant got to work to ensure the red jersey remained in touch, but he was the only teammate O'Connor had for support, with challengers circling. At the head of the field, some 6 minutes clear, Van Aert was again on the hunt for points. He got them, but with the road greasy after rain and with less than 50 kilometers to go.
Crash.
Big crash, one rider down, two riders down. Wout van Aert is also caught up.
What his rivals for the green jersey and the King of the Mountains crown had not been able to do, the elements in Spain had, as the Belgian was stopped in his tracks. He did eventually get going, but was soon off his bike again and clearly in need of medical attention. As Van Aert's 2024 Vuelta future hung in the balance, at the front of the stage, a group of 11 riders had just 40 kilometers between them and a stage win. With the final climb to Lagos de Covadonga looming, Poole was the first to make a bid for the finish, some 12 kilometers from the line. That was enough to shatter the lead group, and when the dust settled, Soler, Filippo Zanna, Frigo and Del Toro Romero were among those left standing. Landa launched an attack at the head of the peloton, and with 6 kilometers to go at the front, only Zanna, Soler and Poole were left to contest the day's spoils. O'Connor, meanwhile, was left with a fight to keep hold of the red jersey, as Mas led a small group, including Roglic, away from the Australian. Richard Carapaz and David Gaudu joined Mas and Roglic in pulling clear. Up front, Soler pushed on and eased away from his rivals, while Landa was left standing by the race favourites, as O'Connor battled all alone to ensure he would spend another day in red.
On the mythical Lagos de Covadonga, it's going to be Marc Soler who takes the victory. The rider for UAE Team Emirates, he's going to take a third Vuelta a España stage victory. He takes a little look behind and he's got no one in sight. And on this mythical climb, Marc Soler is victorious on stage 16.
Mas, Roglic and Carapaz crossed the line together and started the stopwatch on O'Connor.
And here he is, sprinting for everything he's worth. He's not going to give away this red jersey easily. Is it going to be enough? He comes to the line.
After being frustrated with 3 third-place finishes in this year's race, Marc Soler finally gets his reward. The UAE rider picking up the third Vuelta stage of his career, adding to those the former Paris-Nice winner claimed in 2020 and 2022.
Is this your best victory?
No, I think no, but this is very special because I didn't win a lot with this team, and after 2 years win again here in La Vuelta is very special.
Soler taking the win and, in the end, coming home comfortably ahead of Zanna and Poole. Roglic was almost 4 minutes behind Soler. O'Connor was 58 seconds further back. That means he now has just a 5-second lead going into stage 17. While the leader's red jersey didn't change hands, others did. Van Aert's crash forced him to abandon, so Caden Groves takes the green jersey. And it means there's also a new King of the Mountains leader. With Jay Vine now in the polka dot jersey, he's 14 points clear of Soler. Florian Lipovitz really struggled in the closing kilometres, so Carlos Rodriguez now wears the white jersey with Matthias Schelmos moving into second, but it's still up for grabs with just 34 seconds between them. After such a tough day in the saddle, everyone will be happy with a flatter stage 17 as they head towards Santander and the ocean.